Study guide solution. Number 1, part A. What we want to do to simplify this expression, add the exponents. 5 to the 2 rad 3 plus 4 rad 3, and that is going to give us a grand total of 5 to the 6 rad 3. You can leave it there. This problem right here, we're going to raise everything to the square root. So when you take square root and multiply it by another square root, you're going to get a 2. When you multiply these by a square root, 3 times square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2, and that's going to give you x squared y to the 6. Next, we're going to look at part C. In part C, we're going to do match the bases. 2 times 5 will give us a 10. The x's, they have the same bases. I'm going to go ahead and add the power. Pi plus 3 pi, which gives me a grand total of 4 pi. This problem, part D, the best thing to do is switch them to irrational exponents. 4 to the 1/6 times 4 to the 1/3. I need you to multiply add the exponents, which is 1/6 plus 1/3. Get a common denominator, you will get 4 to the 1/2. 4 to the 1/2 is the same thing as square root of 4. And square root of 4 will give you simply a 2. Number 2, I need you to write the function y equal a times b to the x plus k. I need you guys to know that when the horizontal asymptote is not given to you, we're going to assume horizontal asymptote is at y equal to 0. And because y equal to 0, that means k is 0. If you use the first point, the y-intercept 0, 3, you will get a equal to 3. If you plug in the second point, 6 for y, negative 1 for x, you will get 6 is equal 3 times b to the negative 1. Divide by 3, you will get b to the negative 1 is equal to 2, which gives you b equal to 1/2. Now that you have a and you have b and you have k, to put it together, your function should be y equal 3 times 1/2 to the x. Please put 1/2 in parentheses. Part B. Part B, again, the horizontal asymptote at 0, y equal to 0, which in this case gives us k of 0. Now this problem, I really need you to switch from decimal to fraction. So if we use the first point, which is the y-intercept 0.2, that gives us an a equal to 0.2. 0.2 is 2/10. 2/10 is the same thing as 1/5. Now we're going to use the second point, 1 and 16/10, which is 8/5. We're going to use this point here to solve for b. 8/5 for y equal a times b to the first power. Simplifying the 5, you will get b equal to 8. Now that you have b and you have a, put it together and come up with the function. Function is equal y equal 1/5 times 8 to the x. Continuing with number 3. Number 3, what I want you to do, take this log and use the properties of log to split it into 2 logs. I found that 36 is going to be 3 times 12. 3 times 12, because we have multiplication, we can split them into 2 logs. Log base 12 of 3 plus log base 12 of 12. Now I need you to know log base 3 of 3 is given to you as 0.4421, and log of 12 base 12 is 1. So the answer will be 1.4421. Log base 12 of 27, that's going to give us log base 12 of 3 to the 3rd divided by 7 squared. Now we're going to subtract the logs. That will be log base 12, 3 to the 3rd minus log base 12 of 7 squared. I need you to toss the exponents in the front and then put those values in there. 3 times log base 12 of 3 is given to you 0.4421. This is going to give you 3 times log of 7, but log of 7 is given to you 0.7831. You add them up and subtract and do what you have to do, and this will be negative 0.2399. Continuing with part C, I want you to switch 41 into 21 squared. 21 times 21 or 21 squared. So this will give you 2 log base 12 of 21, but 21 is 3 times 7. Can I switch it now and make it 2 times the quantity? Make sure it's the quantity of 3 plus the log base 12 of 7. You have to make sure you have the parentheses in there. This will be given to you as 0.4421. This is given to you as 0.7831. And if you add them first, multiply by 2, and you get a grand total of 2.4504. Log base 12 of square root of 21, the first thing you might want to do is make the square root as a rational exponent, so will be to the 1/2. Then I need you to take the 1/2 and put it in the front. So that will be 1/2 log of 3 times 7. And 3 times 7, we just did it on the previous problem, which gives you 1/2 log of 3 base 12 plus log base 12 of 7. This one is given to you the same thing as the previous problem, 4421, and this will be 0.7831. You multiply them all out, you get 0.6126, and number 3 is done. Number 3, part A. What I want to try and see if I can get the bases to be the same. So this is 3 to the 2x minus 1. 1/9 is 3 to the negative 2. Quantity is the same, the base is the same, make the power the same. 2x minus 1 equal to negative 2. That means 2x is equal plus 1 to both sides gives you negative 1, and x equal negative 1/2. B. I want you to simplify the answer first. I want you to switch 81 and make it 3 to the 4th. And then I want you to make square root of 8 2 rad 2. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to multiply the exponents. When we multiply the exponents, we're going to get 3 raised to the 4 divided by 2 rad 2. Once you reduce these, you get 2 divided by rad 2. If you rationalize it, you will get divided by rad 2 over 2. These 2 is going to give you a 2, which reduces with this 2. And the answer will be x to the rad 2 is equal 3 raised to the rad 2. If the quantity are the same and the power are the same, then the bases should be the same, and the bases should be x equal to 3. Part C. I want you to see if we can make the bases the same. In 16, it seems to be we can easily do it. It is going to be 4 squared raised to the square root of 5. Quantity is the same, the base is the same, made the power the same. And so now all what I have to do is square both sides in order to solve for x. You square both sides. This side will give you an x. This side will give you 2 squared, which is 4. Square root of square squared will give you a 5. And that means x is equal to 20. I want you to apply the common log to both sides. This will give us 3x log of 9 equal 5x plus 2 log of 4. Now what I wanted to do is this. I wanted to multiply 3 by log 9. And 3 times log 9, it gave me 2.8627 x. Here we're going to distribute it. 5 log of 4. It gives us 3.0103 x. And if you multiply it by 2, 2 times log of 4, and so that'll give us 1.2041. I want you to subtract this number from both sides and solve for x. 103x. And so these cancels out, and these will give you a negative 0.1476x equal to 1.2041. Solving for x, we're going to divide both sides by negative 0.1476 on both sides. And I got x equal negative 8.1579. Pretty close. Some variation of this, I did it earlier and I got a different answer when we worked it in class, and I got 1595. Pretty close. Anywhere in between is fine. I do not want you stressing over these digits at the end right here. Continuing with part E, I want to do common log to both sides. Please put the parentheses around the exponents when you toss them in front of the log. And this is going to give you 7x plus 3. Of course, you're going to have to put the parentheses log of 2. What we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and distribute. This is log of 6 times x. And this is going to give us negative 5 log 6. On the other side, we're going to get 7 log 2 of x. And this will give us 3 log 2. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to group the x's on the same side, and I'm going to group all the constant term on the other side. So this is going to give us log of 6 times x minus 7 log of 2 times x, because I subtracted that from both sides. On the other side, I have 3 log of 2 plus 5 log of 6. Now what I need you to do is factor out the x. If you factor out the x, you will get log 6 minus 7 log 2, and this is going to stay the same. Now some variation, you can make the 3 as an exponent, you can 5 an exponent, and then 2 logs added up, it's their product. So you can play around with this, and so that will give us log of 2 to the 3rd is 8 times 6 raised to the 5th, which gives you 7, which gives us log of, time it by 8, that will give us 62208. Now here we can do the same thing, and because we're subtracting, this is 2 to the 7. 2 raised to the 7 is going to give us 128, and so this is log of 6 divided by 128. Now what we want to do to solve for x, all what I have to do is divide both sides by this log, and so that means you can use the calculator only one time. You don't have to round multiple times to get the accurate answer, and so that will give us log of 6 divided by 128. If you do this kind of work and then you get it to calculate it only one time, your answer should be negative 3.6076. Alrighty, next we're going to do this problem, part E. When you apply the common log to both sides, you're going to have x squared plus 1 log of 5 is equal to log of 10. Now what I need you to do is divide both sides by log of 5. When you do that, try not to use the calculator more than once in this problem. And then I need you to do x squared plus 1 is equal to log 10 divided by log of 5. Now we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. Subtract 1 here, subtract 1 there. And then I want you to go to the calculator and calculate the value here. And the value here should be move up a little bit here. X squared is equal to 0.43068. Now if you square root both sides, you will get x is equal plus or minus 0.6563. Alrighty.